Well, as always, the State of the Union it's a fun event to participate in. It's fun to be in the room. It was, I guess, as I expected it to be, high platitudes and very few details. Some things that disappointed me, however, were it was ironic to me that the president talked about the cynicism in politics and that we need a new kind of politics. We need less money in politics. And here he is, the top fundraiser in the history of politics. Here he is, the greatest divider in politics that I've ever been around. So, there's a lot of irony there. I also found it interesting that he lectured many of us on being climate deniers, and then he launches into a complete denial of the state of affairs in the world today. It was clear that not even his supporters were very comfortable when he started talking about how secure the world is, how terrorism really isn't that big a deal. And I call him a terrorist denier, a radical Islamic terror denier. And I think it's unfortunate. I think he seemed to be the only person in the room that was convinced that he actually had a real answer, real solutions to what would keep us safe in the war on radical Islamic terrorism and ISIS in particular. Let's see what else I see. I was also disappointed that he spent so much of his early part of his speech beating up on job creators. He talked about job creation. He talked about in glowing terms how the economy has recovered under his leadership, and I think very few people are convinced of that. We know that middle-income wages are stagnant, for example. We know that the workforce participation rate is very low. We know that a lot of people either have to have two jobs or have given up looking for a job at all. And again, I think he just lives in a little bit of an alternative universe from the one that we see on Main Street. But it's his last one. It's a bit of a swan song. I guess he deserves credit for giving 8 State of the Union speeches. But all in all, it was quite disappointing to me.